My administration has also taken the most aggressive action in modern history to protect Americans from the coronavirus. You know about this whole thing? Horrible. Including sweeping travel restrictions. Today, we met with the big, great pharmaceutical companies, and they're really working hard and they're working smart. And we had a great meeting today with a lot of the great companies, and they're going to have vaccines, I think, relatively soon. And they're going to have something that makes you better, and that's going to actually take place, we think, even sooner. So it's a lot of good things are happening. But we have strong borders, and really our tough and early actions have really been proven to be 100% right. We went out, we're doing everything in our power to keep the sick and infected people from coming into our country. We're working on that very hard. We closed our borders very early. I took a lot of heat for that. Remember when I closed the borders to certain areas of the world, I took a lot of heat. But there are fringe globalists who would rather keep our borders open than keep our infection. And think of it, keep all of the infection, let it come in. And we're working with other countries. In all fairness, look, it's a problem. We're working with other countries. Remember this, over the last long period of time, the flu, the common flu, you know this, right? From 27,000 to 70,000 people get infected, and many people die. Think of it, 27,000, you lose 27,000 people to the common flu. It can be much more. One year was much higher than the 70,000 number. Those people die. So when you lose 27,000 people a year, nobody knew that. I didn't know that. 3-4 weeks ago, I was sitting down. I said, what do we lose with the regular flu? They said, about 27,000 minimum, goes up to 70, sometimes even 80. One year, it went up to 100,000 people. I said, nobody told me that. Nobody knows that. So I actually told the pharmaceutical companies, you have to do a little bit better job on that vaccine. Really. You have to do a better job on that vaccine. Thank you. Last year was approximately 36,000 people died. So we're working hard on it, and we're going to come up with some really great solutions. In the meantime, we're stopping. Only in North Carolina. Only in North Carolina. That can only be. How many people here are from South Carolina, by the way? Well, we love both places, but that was from North Carolina. But just to finish up, so we've made a lot of progress. We've really done a great job with it. We're keeping our borders strong. My job is to protect the health of American patients and Americans first, and that's what we're doing. Washington Democrats are trying to politicize the coronavirus, denigrating the noble work of our public health professionals, but honestly, not so much anymore. Everyone appreciates these are the greatest professionals in the world at what they do. We're actually helping a lot of other countries where they have some very, very big problems. So we have our professionals in constant touch. I'm in constant touch with some of the leaders and helping them out. But the political attacks from some of the Democrats really must stop. We've got to all work together on this one to safeguard our people. We're going to safeguard our people, the United States. The United States is right now ranked by far #1 in the world for preparedness. Earlier today, when I met with the pharmaceutical companies, things were discussed and learned honestly. The media didn't know. Nobody knew. They've never heard this before, and we learned a lot, and maybe that had the impact on the stock market. Who knows what happened? But we're going to reduce the severity of what's happening, the duration of the virus. We discussed all of these things. We will bring these therapies to market as rapidly as possible. And I have to say, with a thriving economy the way it is, and the most advanced health system on earth. America is so resilient. We know what we're doing. We have the greatest people on earth, the greatest health system on earth. We have the greatest health system on earth. The renewal of American strength over the last 3 years means at times of challenge, we are the best prepared to rise to any occasion. No country is better equipped than America to handle new threats, and no people are more skilled, talented, tough, or driven than Americans. America.